So this is Jody and Olive, Century 21 All Points. Olive's going to show us, she is one of our marketing people, how to do a Facebook business page.
Mhm. Yeah, so just a little bit about me first. I just moved down here from Pennsylvania. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, lived there my whole life. I got married in June and moved down here the week before that. I went to school for film production, but all my internships were in marketing and social media and stuff like that. And I really love personal branding and building up personal brands and yeah, just all the marketing stuff. So I am excited to share all this. So I'm going to share my screen.
So Olive, what is your last name?
Jagielski.
Okay,
I went from Coakley, which was a decently
that's
easy name to
easy.
pronounce, to Jagielski. Yes. Yeah. I was asked to spell it the other day and it really threw me off because I wasn't used to having to spell it out loud. Um,
Okay. Oh, that looks great. All right, hang on 1 minute. I'm trying to turn my phone off. Oh, there, it just stopped. Okay, go ahead.
all good.
So this
Um,
is, what are we looking at?
Right now, this is the Century 21 All Points Facebook page. I'm going to switch over to this one. This was a Facebook page that I created an Instagram a while ago for my videography business, and it made a Facebook page, and it is in the bare bones. So we're going to stick with this one. To actually create a Facebook business page, you have to link it to an already existing Facebook page. So you kind of need to have a personal and a business page.
Okay.
Um, I'm not going to go through that process just because it is fairly simple and I don't feel like adding another page that's impossible to delete to my arsenal of pages. So we're just going to work with this one because it's fairly bare bones and everything. So yeah, the first thing is coming up with the name that you want to work with. Some people just have it as just their names. Some people have it as Century 21 real estate agent and then their name. Some people just have it as realtor and their name, whatever you're going to work with, just kind of making it recognizable of what you do and what your brand is. Then going from there, if you click this little edit button in the corner here, that's where you're going to have a profile picture to change, a cover photo to change, avatars, not really necessary. If you want to, you can go for it. Adding a bio and your intro. And if you want to pin anything that you've posted before that is right at the top, maybe that's an about you, maybe it's a listing that you have for sale that you want at the top, being able to pin those there.
Okay.
Um, but this is what people are going to first see when they click on your page is going to be everything in this front half here, and then all of your information on the side here. So your bio has got to stick out to be what you are, just kind of making your branding clear of what you do. Um, just kind of answering the question, every single networking group I've ever been to has always asked, what problem can you solve? What can you fix? What are people looking for? Because obviously you can help people buy and sell a home, but what's your focus if you want to get real specific? If I was back home, I was in a networking group where there was two different agents in there. One of them was a team of women that worked together, and the other one was a guy that focused on helping young people buy their first home. I would have went with the guy. The girls had way more experience, but I knew he was focused on younger people getting their first home, which fits me. So having that clear identity of what you want to have, maybe you're focused on condo listings, maybe you're focused on um, finding young people find their own home, maybe you're focused on getting people their second home, just kind of making that recognizable and clear, just to make you stick out a little bit. And also just focusing that you are your brand, which us introverts hate to hear that, to have your face right across the banner in the front. Um, but yeah, you are your brand and you gotta make that clear, make that stick out. Um, and just being consistent. Consistent is going to make you recognizable. It's going to make people click on you more. It's going to make people subconsciously think every single time they see these colors in this format, they know who's posting. and just kind of going from there. I was messing around in Canva a little bit about kind of making a brand identity. So I'm just going to go through that super quickly. I had way too much
Great.
fun with it, which is kind of a problem, but just going to go through that quickly. So I made a mood board for myself if I was pretending to be an agent here. I would focus on coastal stuff. I have all the coastal things here. I have kind of a mix of a little bit more professional fonts between some more fun, creative fonts. I have the Century 21 logo in here. I have waves. I have a sandcastle. I have homes represented in beachy ways. Like I said, I'm from Pennsylvania, so the idea of being this close to the beach is so exciting to me. Um, so kind of making a brand identity with some colors and stuff like that. If you don't want to go this far, you don't have to go this far. It's just an idea of what to do. I made myself a fake logo. I used my maiden name, fake little just one-off icons, and then what a just listed post could look like, just using pictures from Canva. Because stuff like this is really nice to get a lot of information out there, and it's pretty easy if other people want to share it and repost it. Boom, there you go. This one's a little
So
bit more
you
me. This
actually
one's a little bit
could,
more.
though. So go back up to the page before this. You did this in Canva. So the
Mhm.
picture, it came from Canva.
Yep.
Okay, so you can use it. You would just
Yep.
not say just listed. You
Mhm.
would say something like if you don't have any listings and you want, because this is great, you wanted
Yeah.
to put something out there with
Canva is
some
a
kind of
fantastic
message.
resource.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could just
Um,
say, what do you think about this house?
mhm.
Not currently on the market. And then, whatever else you want to say.
Yeah, and I have some elements on the side that I'm going to show in Canva. Canva is a
Okay.
fantastic and decently easy resource to use. Um, but yeah, just kind of coming up with more ideas of what you want your brand to look like. I like this one. This one feels a little bit more like me. If I was an agent, this was probably what I would go with. I like the wave looking. I like this logo because it almost looks like a doorknob, but it has the O and the J in there. But if this was me and this is what I was posting, this wave effect, I would put on everything. And everyone,
Okay.
as soon as it popped up, everyone would know that it would be me posting it.
Okay.
So just kind of having that identity be obvious, and that consistency is just going to keep showing up, and making sure to put your face in there. That's obviously not me, but sticking your face in there, showing that you are your brand is a whole other thing. Sandy was nice enough to let me borrow her face for this. But this is what a banner and a profile picture could look like on your Facebook. I have my name, I have Century 21 logo, my logo, number, email, my face here, and then a more headshot kind of picture here. So thank you, Sandy, for letting me use your face.
That is
Um,
great.
but the great thing, yeah, about Canva is you can come in here, design. If I typed in open house, all I have to do is have a picture of what house it is and plunk it in here and change the information I wanted to. If it's a two bedroom. Canva is super great. And after, if this is something that I wanted to keep with and keep going with this one, I would just save this as a template and I'd be able to reuse it and reuse it and reuse it. So
So a
Canva.
lot of people don't know that Canva is free.
Mhm.
There are paid for versions. And if you log into Canva, create your own thing, you're automatically in design, right? That's where you are right
Yep.
now. And
Yep.
that's where you type in open house.
And I would say out of most design and graphic design kind of apps, Canva is one of the most user-friendly ones. And the free version is a pretty good version to have. Most free versions of things can really suck, but Canva is a good one. Um,
Nice.
yeah, so just finding your brand, finding your fonts, finding your colors, that kind of stuff is really good to help you be recognizable and kind of stick with that in a way.
Looks
Um,
great. Yeah. Nice.
I'm actually going to use my mom's Facebook page as an example
Okay.
um, of how to balance what problem you can solve, what your focus is, and putting out clear information into what your business is. So this is my mom's business page. So she sells Mary Kay business page, talking
Okay.
about working remotely, because what do people that work remotely like to talk about? How nice it is to work remotely. So working remotely at a coffee shop, posting that on there, sending out a video of aging processes, just talking about eye makeup, all that kind of stuff. Because there's really two different ways you can run a business page. You can have it strictly business like this one is.
Okay.
Um, or she also has her personal page that she does as a balance of business and personal. So you can do that as well. Here is same thing, working at a coffee shop, love remote work, um, talking about reflexology, tagging another business, and also putting her business in there. Wow, that was actually great. Well done, Mom. This is just calling out something in the area. Article she liked to read, recommending books, business. Just having that variety on there and different push can just give, you won't tire people out because some people are just sick of seeing the same old thing over and over again. It gives you a face and a business. If you post something that people laugh at, they're going to be like, huh, they're an enjoyable person too. So having that kind of stuff can just really help to push different things. This is a great mix of, why she does what she does, having a picture of my sister in there, why shopping small is important. Having that variety in there can really help grow things as well. And then she has a Facebook group that is for people that specifically requested to be in this group that wanted more information, that she didn't want to post and tire people out on her normal Facebook page. So this is celebrating someone for July. This is just networking information, a video about what to do. So just having all of that kind of stuff. There's a lot of ways to go. There's a lot of variety, but
So I like that. So, you know, what's nice. You said you are the brand.
mhm,
So that's you focusing on you with the beachy and all the stuff for your business page, but then your personal page isn't that far off from that because you are the
mhm.
brand. And
Yeah.
then you have your group for when you want to let people can just be themselves. So
Mhm,
that I love that idea. That's a really great idea.
mhm. But yeah, going back to this, having all of this information that would be right here is having your phone number, having your email. People can rate your page and have ratings on it. You can add a bio. Your bio, your name, your profile picture, and your banner are going to be some of the most important things to have on your Facebook page, because it immediately, if people click on your page, that's right what they're going to see, even if they don't care to scroll and read what you're reading, that's immediately what they're going to see. Um, so yeah, setting this up in true to you, because you don't want to, if you have pictures of you being super serious and looking like an absolute boss and you're really goofy, that might throw people off when they first meet you after looking at your Facebook page. So you're going to want to have that, how can you shine through your business and also have that business professional and have that identity that you want to have. So just kind of, yeah, finding what your brand is.
That's great. A
Um,
great point.
mhm. When it comes to actually posting, this is where people are immediately like, get me out of here.
Okay.
It it can be simple. It can be hard. It can be simple. It's as hard as you want to make it. I would say most people say 3 to 4 posts a week. And one or two of those should be reels, should be videos. And then maybe 5 story posts a week. So something that goes in that little group at the top there. And that's just enough to stay relevant, but not enough that it's pushy. I used to work at a coffee shop where part of our opening in the morning was posting something on the Facebook page. And then after a while, it was like, okay, let's do 2 posts a day. And my boss came over and she's like, we lost like 20 followers this week. And I was like, yeah, because we're annoying people and we're posting 2 times a day. If you're getting too pushy out
Oh,
there, some people are like, I don't care to see this anymore, and they get it out of there. But you want to have enough that you're consistent and that you're staying in people's feed and popping up every once in a while. But you don't want to be posting 24/7 because people are gonna get a little annoyed after a while. And you really just want to focus on the quality that you're posting, not the quantity. If you want to put something out there 3 times in one day because you had the motivation for it and then you don't post again for a week, up to you. You can do that.
So
Um,
give me an example of quality.
yeah, so quality is something that you're sitting there in Canva and you're taking the time to do it. You're taking the time to put everything in there. Um, you're spending money on having someone take professional pictures for you. You're spending the money on someone taking a video for it, or even you're asking your daughter or your son to follow you around a house with their iPhone. And you sit there and you edit it. Something that just takes a little bit of time, something you could work on, stuff like that. But if you're just taking stuff and reposting 50 things in a day, that's a
Uh,
that's a lot.
yes. So
So yeah,
try
it's
to
definitely a
find
balance.
your own message, not just the
Hmm.
all we have so many things out there that send us things we can post.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, another thing of just yeah, when to post is something that you can kind of figure out. Some people post really early in the morning and just hope people see it throughout the day. Some people splatter things out as the day goes on. You kind of figure it out once you learn your audience. And I think the other thing just to mention here is Facebook is unpredictable. Any social media is unpredictable. You can put hours and hours and hours into a picture or a video, and 5 people see it and 1 person likes it, or 100 people see it, 20 people like it. Or, you take a picture outside of something super quick and you post it with a really easy caption, and 1,000, 2,000 people see it and it gets hundreds and hundreds of likes. It's just how it goes. It's just how it is. Um, I've heard so many times as over different social medias of why did this do better than this? Can't tell you. Sometimes it's easy to tell just by what the content is, but sometimes it's just how it goes.
Well, when it
I
comes
think,
down to it, we all love animals, but so we love cute babies and bunnies
yeah.
and kittens and puppies, but that we have to put the message in there too.
Yes. Yeah, and I think another thing when people go to start posting is just immediately, oh, that person's doing better than me, or that person has a lot more followers, or we're able to grow a lot quicker. Comparison is the thief of joy, and sitting there and going, they're doing this better, they're doing that better, is not the way to
I
function.
love that.
It is just not the way to
Comparison
function.
is the thief of joy.
It is. So yeah, just knowing, stay in your lane. If you know what you're doing and you got your brand and you know what your brand is and you know that you are your brand, keep doing what you're doing. If you want to post 50 times a day and that's what your audience likes, you go for it. You figure out what works for you. Don't look at other people and say, oh, their fence is bigger and the grass is greener over there, and just not worth it. You just stick in your lane and you do what you got to do.
Okay.
Um, yeah. I think another thing to mention about oh, let's look at actually some more Facebook tools before I
Okay.
get too carried away. Um, so I'm gonna look into we're gonna go into the insights tab. I obviously don't have any insights on that page with 0 followers. So we're going on the Century 21 page. So you have something called your professional dashboard. And this is why setting up a Facebook business page is more vital than just a personal Facebook page. Because your personal Facebook page does not have this tab. And this tab will help you know how many people are following, how much things have grown over a week, all this kind of stuff. So this tells us our follower count. This tells us the data over the last 28 days. And if any of this looks overwhelming, confusing, I have no idea what I'm looking at, it's got little eyes right here that tell you exactly what everything is and what everything means. Um, so if we click see more insights, we can see things for the entire, we can keep changing this date and we can see all the things. We can see the posts that went more, got more attention. We can see what our audience looks like. This is a super important page that people do not utilize enough, is knowing who your audience is. Because if I am the social media runner for this page. And if I want to make a really funny reel that I know is really popular with kids on TikTok that are in this 18 and 24, it is not going to do well on this page because look at how small the 18 to 24 range is. So just kind of looking, men versus women. Like if you're going to post something, if you're a female agent and you have a more male audience and you want to post something about how you're getting ready for a showing and you're talking about which clothes you wear and why you wear those clothes, might not do that well with your male audience. Women are going to watch that a little bit more. So looking at this, figuring out how that can work for you. Let's go back to this.
That's great.
You can also see the breakdown of all your posts, post reach and engagement. So reach is how many people it just came across their page. And you might be looking at this list and be like, wow, 80 is not a lot. But if you had a flyer that you were walking around to 80 people and shoving it in their face, that's a lot of people you're shoving in their face. So this
Right.
80, again, comparison. When you're looking at some of the higher numbers down here, 80 people is still plenty. And then engagement is how many people liked, shared, commented, all that kind of stuff. So this post, for example, it's one of our best posts in the last week. The reason that this post, I'm not even going to click on it, but I'm going to guess it before I even look at it, is because this people commented on it and appreciated this under contract. And then Kristen, the agent that's tagged in this post, commented back to all those people and I believe said thank you. And that is why this post has reached so much more people and got so much more engagement.
Nice.
So yeah, 12 comments. And then if I can actually go to the post from here, I guess I cannot. We're gonna go
So
back to the
pay
page.
attention when you post, connect.
Yes. So if you are tagged in something, if you have a just listed post, like people comment all the time, looks like a great property. This is another agent of ours that's commenting that on another company's post, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, look, 11 comments. Congratulations, congratulations. And Kristen replied to all of these and said thank you. And that's what drove this to be one of our better performing ones in the past week. Something that Facebook looks for is when people like it, obviously, comments when you share it. And I think the biggest one, at least it is on Instagram, I think it is on Facebook too, is if you actually save a post. If you save a post for later, that tells Instagram people like this enough that they wanted to keep it for themselves. I'm going to show this to more people. I know savings good on Instagram. I think it is on Facebook as well. But yeah, all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of where you can, I don't want to say cheat the system, but that's kind of where you can get a little bit more attention to things. If you are tagged in one of these posts and you comment and say, thank you for this, thank you to this person, congratulations to that, that's going to drive that up for them. If you see another person's post like, wow, my friend Ronnie just sold that house, I'm going to share that on my page, share that, say, congratulations, Ronnie. That's also bringing attention to you. I don't think that every single post needs to be a quid pro quo because it doesn't need to be. But yeah, shouting out other people, shouting out local businesses, that'll show people that are maybe moving to this area, trying to get used to this area, that like this person knows the area, likes the area. And I'm sure that's encouraging for people to see when they're looking for an agent to work with, is like this person loves the area that they work in and loves what they're doing. So yeah, doing those kinds of things.
I love
Yeah.
it. I've learned so much. What else did you want to share?
Another way to network outside of doing commenting on things and sharing things is Facebook groups. I think Facebook groups could be super helpful to put like I know Crestview has like Crestview word of mouth. I don't know how great that is for getting business, but yeah, getting in Facebook groups, because if someone posts, oh, I need a hairstylist, there's 100 comments on that with a bunch of different hairstylists. And you can be that person. Maybe you don't comment on it, but maybe you send them a direct DM and you say, hey, this is my page. Love to work with you. Welcome to the area. Kind of a
Great
thing.
idea. Yeah.
So even starting Facebook pages, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example, but if you start a Facebook page that are like just listed condos in Destin, then you're focusing on, Destin area where maybe you're based, you're focusing on condos, and maybe you're posting stuff in there that isn't even stuff that you're listing, but it's getting people's attention and stuff like that. And then you can be the agent that they go to when they want to get a condo in Destin. So creating groups, just joining groups. Creating a group can be a lot of work to keep up with all the time, but just joining a group and hopping on to see what's in there every once in a while can be a great asset. So I think that is good as well. Um, yeah, I also have a whole section of kind of what to post because I
Okay.
think people are like, I don't have any listings right now, so I can't post. Not true. Not true at all. There's so many things that you can post. If you have active listings, posting them to stay relevant. I'm trying to think. I've heard at one point the statistics on like if you have an event, how often to put it out. I think if you put something out like a month before and then 2 weeks before and then 2 times in the week that it's happening. So if you're planning an open house that far out or just trying to keep interest in a listing, just kind of don't be scared to post it a week later because people have probably forgotten about that. The amount of content that we see in a day is insane. People have probably forgotten about that. So
Yeah.
posting that, staying relevant. Also doing a mixed form of media with posts like that. Maybe sometimes you're spending the time in Canva and making a graphic for just listed. Maybe you're just taking a bunch of pictures. Excuse me. Maybe you're just taking a bunch of pictures that you have from the listing, posting them, putting in the caption everything that you need to know about that post or about that listing, how many bedrooms it is, how many bathrooms, where it's located, putting all that information in a post. That way, all the information is right there. Not very often do people see links in a post and follow them. It takes them away from the app. If people are looking for it, they'll do that. But if people are just scrolling, not very often, they're going to be like, oh, this link on Amazon, click. Not going to happen unless people are specifically looking for it. Um, Using hashtags in a caption, I think people say like 3 to 5 is probably the most effective. I know hashtags were really helpful for a while. I'm not quite sure how helpful they are anymore. I'm sure they're still decently helpful. But kind of doing, I think, 2 broad ones and then 3 more specific ones are helpful to just kind of hone in what your audience is. You can also just support other agents, just reposting stuff that maybe this page posts, maybe they posted something. Yeah, just supporting other people is helpful, helps your audience see different homes, all that kind of thing.
Okay.
Um, you can put graphics of stats of the market, what
Yeah.
buyers need to know, what sellers need to know. Because then you're a wealth of information for those people. Because people can scroll through and look at homes on their own, but maybe they don't know what the whole buying process looks like. Maybe
Good
they don't know
point.
what the whole selling process looks like. I've learned plenty in my month and a half of being here of how the buying and selling process works that I had no idea because I haven't bought a home before. So yeah, having graphics like that to post out, community events, helpful to post that. Shows that you're in your community, shows that you know what's going on, wealth of knowledge that people want to go to. And videos, whole other rodeo I could get into. I went to school for film production. I love video. But yeah, making reels, even if it's like a 12-second, like here's the before of a staged room, wipe your hand, here's the after of the staged room. Or even if it's a full professional walkthrough of a home, stuff like that. Videos get people's attention. If people stay for the first, I think it is like 3 or 5 seconds of a video, they're more likely to watch the whole thing. So like having something in the first few seconds that really grabs people's attention so they stay longer. Um, Having people comment about something funny you said at the end are going to make people stay and be like, I want to wait till here. I want to wait until they say this funny thing that they said. Then they end up watching the whole video of your home tour, stuff like that. You can just make graphics. I mean, we post on this page all the time. Yeah, like this is just a graphic and it's got some funky animation on it, but the ones that are videos get a little bit more attention than just the ones that are graphics because it's stuff moving and people get drawn into movement and stuff like that. So
Great.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're going to do this again. I think this went really, really well.
Mhm.
And next time we'll do a more of a deep dive into one of these aspects. And I really got so many good ideas that I'm
Mhm.
afraid if I hear one more thing, I'm going to forget everything. But
And it's
thank you so much, Olive.
yeah, of course. Like I said, I love this kind of stuff.